back to the Lazy Girls Kitchen. My name is Maggie, and on today's episode, I'm going to share with you how I like to make my baked mac and cheese. Now, before we get started, you're going to preheat your oven to 375 degrees, and then you're going to get a big pot of water, and you're going to bring it up to a boil so that way you can cook your pasta. So without further ado, let me take you through the list of ingredients. Okay, I know this seems like it's a lot, but it's really not that bad. It comes together quite quickly, so don't be intimidated by everything that you see. It really is just all the right mixtures to make this the mac and cheese just delightful. So the first thing you're going to need is some bacon, which I already crisped up. You're going to need some mascarpone cheese. You're going to need some mozzarella cheese. You're going to need some whole milk, some Parmesan cheese, some Asiago, some salt, butter, garlic, flour, panko, pepper, and then you're going to need whatever pasta you want. I'm using elbows for this, but you can do whatever you want. So my pasta is already cooked, so it's in this red pot behind, like next to me. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my butter and I put it into my skillet with high sides. You want to make sure it's got high sides because once we add all the cheeses in here, it's going to get nice and full. So we want to make sure that that's pretty high. So I'm going to add in my butter and I'm going to just wait for this to melt, and then I'm going to go ahead and add my garlic, but I'm not going to keep you waiting for too long. So I'll see you back here in a few seconds. Okay, so my butter is nicely melted. I'm just going to turn the heat down to medium-low, and then I'm going to add in my garlic. Now I'm only going to let this cook for about 30 minutes or so because I don't want this to fry up too much because garlic tends to get bitter and we don't want that. We just want it to have that garlicky flavor without it being too harsh. Okay, so as this is going, let me talk to you about the flour. So essentially what we're trying to do is we're trying to make a roux because we want this sauce to be nice and thick and coat all the macaroni. So you're going to add in your flour into your butter and garlic mixture, and what you're going to do now is you got to stir, just constantly stir, because if you don't stir the butter well enough, you're going to have a really gluey pasta, and we don't want that. We want this to be nice and delicious and full of cheesy flavorness, not something that tastes like glue. So you're going to stir this for about a minute or so, just until everything kind of dissolves and nicely combines. Just like so. You guys, it's so hot in front of the stove. I can't. Especially because I have the oven on so that I can cook the macaroni, the mac and cheese in the oven. Alright, so this is perfect. So now what I'm going to do is add my milk. And this is going to take quite a while, but you're going to keep stirring this until it starts to thicken. So just be patient. This can take anywhere from 5 minutes to 8 minutes. So just be patient and just keep stirring, and then I'll meet you back here to show you what it should look like. Okay, so my mixture is nice and creamy. Look at this. See how thick that is? Beautiful. So now to this, we're going to start adding our cheeses. So I'm going to start with the mascarpone. Just kind of work it in there. I mean, essentially, you're going to have everything in here, so you don't have to worry about, putting one cheese before the other. Just kind of go in slowly. You just want to make sure that everything is nicely melted. Is basically what you're going for here. And the combination of all of these cheeses is just so wonderful. Like, you just wait and see. Like, you wouldn't think that all these go together, but once you give it a try, oh, it's so great. Look at that. Just like that creamy mixture. Oh my goodness. To this, I'm going to add my parm, my grated parm. Ooh. Just want to make sure you keep stirring. Look at this. Doesn't this look wonderful? Oh, wait until it bakes. You're going to be like, what? Alright, now to this, I'm going to add some pepper. And then just a little bit of salt. I'm not going to do too much because cheese tends to be salty, so we don't want to over salt. And on top of that, you always salt your pasta, so Look at this. Look at this goodness. Oh my gosh. All right, so now I'm gonna shut the heat off because it's nice and melted. And to this, I'm gonna add in my pasta. If I can get it out. Come on, pasta. Let's go. There we go. And I always leave about maybe like a 1/4 cup of pasta water in with the pasta because I feel like it's the best flavoring. All that pasta flavoring, oh, it's beautiful. So I'm gonna mix this up and then I'm gonna put it into my casserole dish and I'll show you how we assemble everything. Okay, so into my baking dish, I'm gonna add in my pasta. And I just want to show you something. Look at that. It slips right out super clean. Alright, so I'm just gonna make it a little bit even, you know. And now we are going in with our panko and our bacon. Alright, so you can do as much or as little as you like. I like kind of a crunchy surface. So I'm gonna do probably like a cup or so. Look at that. Oh, it smells so good, you guys. Get right into the center. My favorite is when like the breadcrumbs go to the side and it gets nice and like crunchy. Oh, I love it. And then to finish it off, we're gonna add some bacon. Okay, now I'm gonna put this into my preheated oven for about 25 to 30 minutes, or until you start to notice that the top is getting nice and golden brown and bubbly, or if you think that your bacon's kind of over baking, then you can feel free to take it out. But otherwise, just leave it in there for 25 to 30 minutes and I'll meet you back here so we can try it together. Alright guys, so my mac and cheese was in the oven for exactly 30 minutes and I just kind of want to show you what it looks like. Look, it's just like nice and cheesy. You have the bacon pieces, the pieces from the breadcrumbs, just this perfect combination of like sweet, not sweet, but like soft and like crunchy and salty. Definitely hits the spot. Like definitely hits the spot. The combination of the cheeses together, it's just like perfect, and then you get that like that little bit of saltiness from the bacon. Oh, it's so good. I could talk about this forever. I really could. I won't, but I could. So good. All right. I'm not going to torture you anymore. So head over to www.thelazygirlskitchen.com and make sure you subscribe and give me a big thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.